solve for x in this equation. 7 power x plus 8 equals 8 power x plus 7. So we start by using this identity. A power n plus n equals a power n times a power n. So we applied it. This here we have 7 power x times 7 power 8 equals 8 power x times 8 power 7. We divide this part of the equation by 8 power x times 7 power 8. We also divide this by 8 power x times 7 power 8. So what happens? This cancel this, then this cancel this. We are going to be left with 7 power x divided by 8 power x. This equals 8 power 7 divided by 7 power 8. Now, if you have a power c divided by b power c, this will give you a divided by b all power c. So we can apply the same thing here. That means we take out this common variable, that is x. We have 7 divided by 8 power x. And this equals 8 power 7 divided by 7 power 8. So right now, we can decide to take log of both part of this equation. We have log 7 divided by 8 power x equals log. We have 8 power 7 divided by 7 power 8. Now, the next step we are going to take will be to apply this logarithm property. If you have log a to the power of b, this equals b times log a, meaning the x will come behind the log. We have x times log 7 divided by 8 equals log 8 power 7 divided by 7 power 8. So from here, what we can do is to divide this by, we divide each part of this equation by log 7 divided by 8. We also divide this by log 7 divided by 8. So what happens here is that this cancel this. We are left with x. So we have x equals log 8 power 7 divided by 7 power 8. And this is divided by log 7 divided by 8. We can also put this in brackets if you want. Can as well put it in brackets. So at this particular point in time, we can apply this other identity. If you have log a divided by b, this equals log a minus log b. So this is our a, b, and b. This is our a and this is our b. So this will simply give us, we have log 8 power 7 minus log 7 power 8 divided by log 7 minus log 8. So the next step will be to consider this same identity. Log a power b equals b times log a. So the 7 comes behind this. It comes behind this. So what we are going to have will be This will give us 7 times log 8 minus 8 times log 7 divided by log 7 minus log 8. So at this particular point, we need to find the value of what is log 8 and the value of 7 log 8, log 7, and 8 log 7. So that we insert it right here. So let's start. We have log 7 equals, so this is 0.8451 into 4 decimal places, and log 8 equals 0.9031 into 4 decimal places. So let's insert them right here. Now this will simply be, this is 7 times log 8, which is 0.9031 minus, we have 8 times log 7, which is 0.8451 divided by, here we have log 7, which is 0.8451 minus log 8, which is 0.9031. So at this particular point in time, we are going to have 7 times this. We have 6.3217 into 4 decimal places minus 8 times this. We are going to have 6.7608 into 4 decimal places again, divided by this will give us 0.8451 minus 0.9031 again. Now let's do the subtraction. So 6.3217 minus 6.7608 will simply give us, this is negative 0.4391 divided by this also is negative 0.038. So the negative value will cancel the negative value. And from here, you are going to have the value of our x. And our x equals, dividing this, we are going to have 7.571 into 3 decimal places. So you can easily add 0 here if you want. Now, so that is the value of x that can satisfy this equation. So you can go ahead and check. You can go ahead and check by inserting that particular value of x right here. So do that on your own. You have 7 power x plus 8 equals 8 power x plus 7. And our x is 7.571. Then you can add 0 into 4 decimal places. So you insert it right here. You have 7 power 7.5710. Then plus 8, is it equals 8 power 7.5710 plus 7. So you can do this using your calculator. Meanwhile, this will give you 7 power 8 plus 7 will give you, this is 15.5710. Then is it equals the same thing as 8 power 14.5710. So you can confirm this, but if it's not the same, it should be very similar, right? So you can go ahead and check. You can go ahead and check by inserting that particular value of x that can satisfy this equation. So you can go ahead and check. You can go ahead and check by inserting that particular value of x that can satisfy this equation. So you can go ahead and check. You can go ahead and check by inserting that particular value of x that can satisfy this equation. So you can go ahead and check. You can go ahead and check by inserting that particular value of x that can satisfy this equation. So you can go ahead and check. You can go ahead and check by inserting that particular value of x that can satisfy this equation. So you can go ahead and check. You can go ahead and check by inserting that particular value of x that can satisfy this equation. So you can go ahead and check. You can go ahead and check by inserting that particular value of x that can satisfy this equation. So you can go ahead and check. You can go ahead and check by inserting that particular value of x that can satisfy this equation. So you can go ahead and check. You can go ahead and che So that is it. That is it in this particular video. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video to your friends. Thank you and goodbye.